And we are going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. What is going on? My name is Ben, and welcome to another episode of my daily vlog where I strive to inspire you to achieve your goals and therefore your dreams. How are you? Happy Thursday. Today we've got some sunny weather here in Orlando, New Hampshire. So my beautiful little girl, she went to school, had a great time, and when my wife got home, I went for a quick 4 miles OneWheel ride, and that was kind of nice. It was a little bit chilly then, but it was still a little sunny, so it was kind of fun. This Saturday we're supposed to get the temperatures going up to 65, they say, so we'll see what happens. And yesterday we did celebrate the 100th episode of this show, and that is all thanks to you for watching this show, and thanks to everybody supporting the show, and a little piece of that is thanks to me that I'm doing the show. But you know, I believe on team. Everything is about being a team, and every single success out there is just unless you are a very solo athlete. Other than that, it's always a team. You know, sometimes we see those members, sometimes we don't, but they are always there. So it's a good thing for you and for everybody involved to be recognized and to recognize your team players, the members of your team throughout your life. And today, the topic that I have for you tonight is about, it's called, and I wrote it down, it's called the power of the word friend. And I remember to talk about this because I'm going to tell you about the story of why I started to use the word friend on my emails. Unless it's a very, very serious business email, I typically start my emails with the word friends or friend if it's to one person. And so I am organizing the indoors soccer team here in town, and I started my words with the word friend. And yesterday, the day before, I sent one, and I was thinking, oh, I should talk about this on the show, and here I am. So I started to use the word friends because I used to work for a retirement community, and I used to work in IT, in the IT department, and we had multiple facilities. And the top IT person at that place used to start his emails with the word friends. And the reason why is because he is, I hope he's still alive, I think he is, a Quaker. And Quaker is a religion that began in England, and you can search that on Wikipedia. And the Quakers is about, you know, we are all friends around the world, around the communities. It doesn't matter where you're from or your sexual orientation or anything. We are friends. We are all under the eyes of God. We are all friends. So anyway, I did create my personal view of the Quakers religion, and I call that version the Earthquakers. So if you want to learn more about what I believe of the Earthquakers, go to earthquakers.net, and that will redirect you to my personal website, and you'll see a lot more information about the Earthquakers. But anyway, I think it's a good habit, and I think using the word friends when you are talking to other people, again, there's always exceptions, right? If you are on a very harsh situation, or in front of a judge, or you know what I'm trying to say. But in most situations, the word friends when you use it, put most people at ease. Okay, not all, but most, right? So it's a good word to use on your day by day operations, right? And occasionally, but very rarely, people will say to you, I'm not your friend, so don't call me friend. But very rare and douchey. So that's what I wrote. And yeah, so sometimes people are a little afraid of using the word friend because somebody say, oh, well, we're not really friends, and what if. But even when with people who are not really your close friends, if you start using that word, it will start making that relationship, even professional relationship, sometimes it's gonna start making that relationship better over time, more welcoming, and why not develop a new friendship with somebody else? I mean, it's a win-win for you, for the other person. If you have something in common, you know what I mean. There's always I will say, I didn't want to use the word assholes, but let's use the word assholes. So there are always assholes out there, and sometimes we are assholes, sometimes. But you know what I mean. Every time you can use that word, because the word friend is inviting, right? When you use that word, if somebody says, hey, how are you? And if somebody says, hi, friend, it's just more inviting, more inclusive. You're including people more into whatever you're doing, even on your life, right? But in any activities, using the word friend is positive, right? And it's also peaceful because you're putting people at peace most of the times. So it generates peace in the environment. And it's also joyful. Most people like that word, the word friend. I mean, who doesn't like or want to be a friend? And some people have friendships with their pets, and that is perfect. That is amazing. And your pets, they have their way to say friend to you, by the way they look at you, by the way they snuggle with you, right? But imagine if they could say the word friend, right? I'm sure they will say it to you. And it's also a stress reliever, right? Because in a stressful situation, when the word friend is heard, then things usually they typically start to change for good. So that is all that I wrote for you tonight, and I wanted to recommend you to use that word more on your vocabulary and on your day by day, because that word will definitely help you and help other people. I'm not suggesting you to be fake and call everybody and be everybody's friend. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about most situations and in situations where you can actually use that word. Take the first step towards a friendship. Sometimes two people met and they're both waiting to take the first step to grow that friendship. Use that word, see what happens. If it doesn't work, you don't have to keep using that word when you relate to that person, but start using it and see what happens. It's a good word. I love that word, and like I told you before, I use it on every single one of my emails, except it's like a reply to Amazon customer support. There's something like business related. I always use the word friends. And now I have two quotes for you related to friendship. And the one that I have, the first one that I have reads, a real friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. And that is by Walter Winchell. And the other quote I have for you about friendship says, a friend is someone who understands your past, believes in your future, and accepts you just the way you are. And that's by an unknown author. So, to recap, use the word friend as much as you possibly can to improve your life, other people's lives, and your chances on success on anything you do. Okay, so that is all that I got for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching Thursday night. If you like this video, please give it a like. Your likes really do help my channel, and I really do appreciate each one of them. I really do. They make me happy and they help my channel. So thank you for liking this video if you did like it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And if you want notifications, hit that bell and you will be getting a notification every time I upload a new video or every time I go live, like right now. And very important, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them as soon as possible, typically the very next day, unless I need to research my answer, in which case it will take me a little longer, but I promise you I will reply to you as soon as I can. Thank you so very much for watching episode 101, and I will see you tomorrow night. Good night.